Hey, it's Candy. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to start out our full face of Physicians Formula. This is something that I've wanted to try for quite a while, and I just happened to find a sale on Ulta. So we love that for me. Let me grab everything out of here. In full disclosure, I have already tried a couple of the products. One of them I've had in my drawer for quite a while because I use it all the time. I had to get myself a couple more of these Revolution Makeup brow pencils because I use them constantly. Yeah. And then I got a Ultimate Coverage Concealer from them that I want to try, which obviously is another video. And then there was a NARS gift pack type thing if you spent like whatever amount of money. So let's get into this. So Physicians Formula, I started out with their Butter Bronzer. You can see that I have used this. I've hit pan. This is one of my favorite bronzers. It's not too dark for my skin. It just gives me like a nice glow. So yeah, let's get started. Blush, lip treatment. Looks like I got two different lip treatments, mascara, a fine tip eyeliner, a brow pencil. I've got highlighter. This is a mineral powder, really nice eyeshadow palette. And they didn't have foundation and concealer separately, but they have this foundation and concealer. I have tried this. It's very thick. I just like tried it on the back of my hand just to see what the consistency was. So not sure how that's going to look for me, but we're going to start out with their 24 karat gold collagen moisturizer. Okay. So that's a lot. That's too much. You really don't need a ton of moisturizer. You can see it does have some flecks of gold in it. You can see like on this side, but there's not a lot. So let's just work the moisturizer in, let's get it off all of my hand. I've been really good about moisturizing every day. I have tried this moisturizer already because I've had this for, I don't know, a week and a half maybe. Okay. The other moisturizers I've been using pretty regularly are Aveeno Calm and Restore for sensitive skin, and the Neutrogena Hydro Boost with hyaluronic acid. Those are the two that I've been wearing most consistently. Alright, so we've got the moisturizer on. It's in my skin. It feels lovely. It's nice, and it just makes my skin feel nice and moisturized. It's great. Okay, so as you know, for the very first day we usually try to do full face, like foundation and everything. So I'm gonna put 2 pumps of this foundation on the back of my hand. I'm gonna take my finger and just kind of pat it around my face, and then we will work it in. Okay, so my Hank and Henry sponge is dampened. Just gonna take this and work this in my skin. Do any of you guys watch Robert and James Welsh? I believe Robert is a makeup artist and James is like a skincare expert. And they are just so fun to watch, but Robert does this series of doing like makeup techniques that he hates, or like makeup techniques from TikTok that he hates, and it just cracks me up every time. Gonna work that down my neck. All right, so maybe a pump and a half is good enough for your entire face, because I've still got quite a bit on my hand. I'm just gonna put it on there for a second. Then I'm gonna grab my mini beauty blender. Okay, so now I've dampened my mini beauty blender. You can see I've got some of the foundation concealer on the big one, and I'm just gonna put it on the tip. Kind of pat it under my eyes just to get a little more coverage there, because that's where I have the problem. I have super dark circles. The rest of my face, I don't really care. Like, if it's, you know, I don't like wearing foundation all day. I don't like feeling it on my skin all day. All right, so we've got decent coverage under the eyes. It's a little light right now. We're gonna put some powder on it. Clean off this applicator just to keep it clean. I got the color, okay, this is the Butter Believe It foundation and concealer for all skin types. Let's see what it says. I got the fair to light. There's only like 3 colors. There's like pale to fair, fair to light, and light to medium, medium to dark. So there's 4. I believe those are the ones. So we're gonna grab the powder. Now that this is warming up on my skin, it's totally fine. It was totally fine before, but. So this is their translucent airbrushing pressed powder. So it opens up like this. And then like that. It's got its own little brush. Most of their compacts come like this. I'm just gonna take the brush that they included and swipe. Knock the excess off. That's not gonna work how I want it to. For a translucent powder, it looks dark to me. I'm gonna grab an actual very large powder brush and just kind of, I like to powder my face because I don't like the tacky feeling of the foundation on my skin. I know, especially during COVID, we're not supposed to touch our face that much, but I touch my face all the time. I just can't help it. I don't know if it's like, if it's a problem or what. I'm gonna take a smaller brush and go under my eyes. I don't want a ton of powder under my eyes because, you know, I'm 40, so I have wrinkles and creases under my eyes. It's gonna happen. Like, it is what it is. Okay. So putting the powder on definitely added some texture to my skin, especially in this area where I have like some creases because I'm wrinkly. No big deal. We're gonna move on from that. So we're gonna move into the eyeshadow palette. This is their Tropical Days eyeshadow palette. the Butter eyeshadow palette. That's what they call all of their things. Butter bronzer, butter blah 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 blah. So here's what it looks like. It's got a lot of neutral colors, and then it's got these nice pops of like purple and blue. And it comes with a sponge applicator, which I'm gonna not use, but I will save in there. So I'm gonna grab this domed brush. This is the brush I use all the time. And I'm gonna go into Barefoot in Brazil, which is right here. This is gonna be my starting shade for today. It's pretty powdery in the pan. Yeah, sis, I know. You were in here for hours and then you decided to leave, so mommy decided to close the door and do some work. So ridiculous. It's definitely got some color to it. Lot of kick up in the pan. Very, very powdery. That's okay. We're gonna work with it. We're gonna go with 3 colors today. I know I only usually do 2. You guys are getting a treat. So we're gonna go into Coco Loco, which is right here in the middle. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that all over my lid. I'm gonna concentrate this color down closest to my eyelid, or my lid, the lash line. There we go, I found it. Down towards the lash line, because I'm gonna add another transition type color when I go to blend this. Okay, so then I'm going to take this fluffier, flat-ish brush, and I'm going to go into Sand Dunes, which is right there. Just going to pat a little bit of that on, tap off some of the excess, and take this right into my crease. Did not work out how I wanted it to. We're gonna go back and fix that, don't you worry. Okay, so I've got a lot on the outside of my eyelid, right? I'm gonna go back with the brush that I started with, clean it off, and blend that out. Put a little bit on the brush to kind of match. What I'm kind of doing is bringing the color out a little bit. And I keep making it worse. Okay, there we go. So I've just darkened it a little bit outside of where I normally would. Make sure they're even. I like that. I think this is turning out okay. So just a neutral eye today. We'll go into those fun colors later on. A lot of powder in the pan, but they blended okay. Patting them on was way better than trying to swoop them on. I'm gonna grab that powder brush and wipe away the excess under my eyes. All right, before we get into eyeliner, let's do my eyebrows. So this is their transfer resistant slim brow pencil. I got medium brown. So one side is a spoolie and this side is just a small tip. There we go. It's a super fine pencil. I'm gonna do some small strokes up here. Kind of get the pencil warmed up. And then we'll fill in the rest. I'm gonna take the spoolie and kind of lighten up the front of the brow a little bit. And a little more. There we go. I think that looks all right. Okay. Oops. I had kind of a hard time with my brows today. I don't know if it's because this is so much smaller than I'm used to or what, but I had a hard time using this. If I look like I'm in a different position, it's because I had to change the battery. There. So yeah, that pencil is, it may be because it's a little bit smaller than what I'm used to, but the brows are fine. They're not even close to looking alike. Is what it is. Plus it drives some of you really super crazy when my eyebrows don't look the same. It's kind of fun for me. All right, this is the Eye Booster Waterproof Ultra Fine Liquid Eyeliner. Ooh, ooh, I don't like that. Okay, so the packaging on this has droplets of water or something. Ugh. Focusing on my tattoo. There we go. Yeah, so it feels like dirty to me. I'm like, oh, there's stuff on it, I gotta clean it off. But I'm sure that's because it's waterproof that they wanted to do that. So this is just a really nice fine tip eyeliner pen. Ooh. I'm gonna go with a wing today since I built out the side, the outside of my eye. I'm gonna go with a wing. All right, I got that fairly even. That went on really nicely. It's nice and smooth. Good amount of ink. I don't have to go over places multiple times. So that's good. I want to bring you guys in and show you. Can we focus? Thanks. You can see how it's really settling into my lines right here. Usually those aren't super noticeable. That's not really helping at all. So what we'll do is we'll try the foundation again without the powder and see if that helps, okay? Next up, we're gonna go with our face products. I got a dewy blush elixir with superfruits. This is, let's see, pink berry. So let's put a little bit on my hand. getting anything out. This is very thick for it to come through a pump. Maybe I need to shake and bake. Am I doing something wrong? Shake well before use. Pump to dispense a drop of blush elixir and tap to blend onto cheeks for natural flushed look. It would be awesome if it would come out. Hello? Trying to mix it up in here. Like, I don't even feel any pressure being built up. Aha! Okay, so I got a tiny dropout. So what I'm gonna do is just tap my finger into it. Tap it onto my cheek. I'm gonna take maybe I should have got a darker color. It's not settling well on the foundation and the powder. And I like to wear my blush all the way up to my hairline. Plus it's a dewy finish, so it's almost like there's highlighter on my face already. Oh. Retouch my under eyes. I mean, it's not terrible. I don't necessarily like it though. All right, so next we're gonna go in with the butter bronzer. Again, this is a product I use every single day. So usually I don't have anything on my face. This is like the only thing I have on my face. I've already put my blush on, so I'm gonna concentrate it down here. And on my forehead. I didn't want to put that blush over powder, but then I realized that I already had face powder on. So we'll do another day where I'll use the products that I would just normally wear every single day. Okay, see, it kind of makes me look like I've been out in the sun. I'm gonna run it over that blush. I wish I'd got a different blush now. I also got this Organic Wear Tinted Lip Treatment, which I'm gonna put on right now. I got it in Love Bite. I'm gonna put it on now because I'm going to, wow, that's just a lip treatment. This is a lipstick. I'm gonna put a topper over it later. So I'm gonna put that on and give it a chance to dry. The applicator does not allow for preciseness, but that's okay. All right, so let's do our mascara. This is the Physicians Formula Killer Curves Mascara, Voluptuous Curl and Volume. Whoop, that was loud, sorry guys. And I got black. Is there anything on here? Hello? Okay, there we go. It's a fairly dry mascara, which is kind of nice because I usually get mascara all over my dang face. Ow. So there it is on my top lashes. Let's give it a go on the bottom. That's where I usually have the most trouble. That actually went on super nice. So next thing we're gonna do is highlighter, and then we'll add our lip topper or lip plumper that I got. Maybe, because this feels really wet. It feels like a chapstick. Listen, I'll get back to you in a minute. I'm gonna grab this brush. So this is their Muru Butter Highlighter in Pearl. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna take this brush. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm gonna knock some of that off. Ooh. Oh, oh, ooh. Didn't expect that. It's soft. Okay, it's like a cross between a powder and like a balm. So what I do with highlighters, I usually swipe it on and then I kind of tap it in to blend it. And then I always like to highlight under my brow. And then the bridge of my nose. All right. That kind of... That was really weird. I'm sorry. It scared me a little. I just got really nervous. So here is their Diamond Plumper Mineral Wear Lip Plumper. Just gonna pat it on here because, like I said, this isn't dry. It's not gonna dry down. I'm gonna pat it on there with that, and then I'll have to try the lip plumper on bare lips. See how it feels. I feel like I've also used my hands a lot today. Clean up around my lip. Oh yeah, and I got to color my hair because they lifted that restriction at work. They changed the policy, and so I got to dye my hair. I always feel more natural in this like reddish purple. All right, let's bring you guys in. So this is day one. Full face, everything on my face. I think the eyes are nice looking. I need a mirror. That lip treatment is fine. Ooh, I can feel the tingle of the plumper coming in. There's a lot of like fallout under my eyes and it's making them very creasy and kind of gross. Gross. So yeah, it looks really bad close up, but if you're like back here, I look fine. You know, I don't look terrible. I never, listen, I don't think I ever look terrible. That's just how I am. I do feel like I have clown lips today. Like they're bleeding outside my normal lip, but it's not so bad. I'm gonna go around and do some chores. Just hang around the house because I have today off. And I'll try to check in with you guys, or at least tell you how it wore before I go on to the next day. All right? I'll see you guys in the next day. It might not be tomorrow. It might be a week from now, but it'll be soon. Hello guys, and welcome to day 2 of Full Face of Physician's Formula. Pardon me up ahead of time if I sound kind of weird or sniff my nose a little bit. I woke up this morning and my nose was completely stuffed and I was coughing all night. I don't know if it's just allergies or what's going on, but girls gotta go to work. Just make sure I'm wearing my mask all day, which I always do, so sorry about that. I've got my coffee going. We're good. I've got like an hour before I have to leave. So let's get into this. Today we're gonna do kind of what I would just do to go to work. So it's gonna be no foundation, nothing super crazy. Let's get all of the good stuff out of here. Don't know if we'll use that powder, we'll see. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, of course, moisturize. I'm going to use the 24 karat gold. It's a really nice moisturizer. I like it a lot. Oh, that was way too much. Moisturizer is like a little bit long way, you know? My mom actually asked me for a moisturizer suggestion yesterday. The dark circles I have, her and my sister both have too. And she wanted something that would help combat that, so I told her about this L'Oreal Revitalift that I really like. Well, it hasn't, you know, lightened my dark circles. It definitely keeps them moisturized. So that's always nice. By the time you see this, I'll have already put out the ColourPop the mystery box. But these face milks are absolutely amazing. Don't mean to talk about another brand in one brand's, you know, video, but they're so good. Like, I had them on yesterday, put makeup on, washed my face, re-put it on, and my face felt so soft and hydrated and just like so nice. All right, so we're moistured. We're moist. I know some people hate that word. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Bren. She doesn't watch my videos, but one of my best friends hates that word so much. A friend that I've had for, oh my gosh, 25 years. Yeah, we've been friends for a long time. All right. Where? Oh, right. The concealer is concealer slash. Oh, I meant to show you guys. This separates a lot, so you really have to shake it every time you use it. Like, okay, it's been 6 days since you guys last saw me. I can't help it. Sometimes I don't get up early enough, and it's just sorry. All right, so I'm just gonna put like half a pump on the back of my hand because we're only gonna use this on my under eyes. Even at half a pump was a bit much. Okay, then I'm gonna take my beauty sponge, my Hank and Henry small blender. Oh wow. That worked really well. Usually with concealers I have to put like a color corrector underneath, like a peach color corrector. But that seemed to have covered the dark circles pretty well. Oh, but as we're sitting here, it's kind of getting into my skin and not being as good. So we'll let that sit for a minute. Let it dry. Definitely, I'm not gonna need any more of it. Any more on the back of my hand is what I meant. So yesterday I was talking to my mom, and I have Sunday and Monday off because it's a holiday in the US. It's Labor Day, and Cody's mom lives with him right now, and she decided to go away for the weekend, and so he had the apartment to himself, and he thought I was coming up, but I have to work closed today, so I have to work until 5, which means I wouldn't be there. If I left from work, I wouldn't be there until like 8:30 at night, and I'd probably be super tired. So if I went, I would leave Sunday morning and then, you know, just go up there for one night and then come home, and then have to drive in the horrible Labor Day traffic. So I was talking to my mom yesterday, and I told her, oh, I'm not gonna go up there this weekend. I'll go next weekend where the traffic's not gonna be so bad. And she goes, why don't you just get him a train ticket and have him come down if he's got nothing else going on? And I was like, you know what, that's not a bad idea. So I surprised him and got him a train ticket to come see me. So I'm excited to see him later today. It's been 2 weeks since I've seen him. I know that doesn't seem like a long time. It feels like a long time, okay? It sucks. And that's what's bad about living, you know, a few hours away from each other, that the travel there and back is not fun. But he has every weekend off and I don't. So sometimes what he does is he'll take the train and come see me, which is always nice. I think today I'm gonna do purple makeup. Purple is my favorite, you guys know this. So I'm gonna take this light purple down here, which is Island Hopping. Yes, Island Hopping. And then I'm gonna use Peer Pressure on my lid. This will be the first time my new coworkers have seen kind of a other than pink and brown on my eye. So first time for everything, right? Maybe it won't be so bad because I made them cookies yesterday. So I'm taking them a big old bowl of cowboy cookies. I don't know if you guys have ever had cowboy cookies. I don't know if it's a regional thing or if it's just like a family thing. Basically, they're just like a throw everything in cookie. So there's oatmeal, nuts, chocolate chips, and you're supposed to put coconut in it, but my coconut was questionable. For some reason, I didn't store it in the freezer. I just stored it in the cupboard, and it's been in there quite a while. So I was like, no, we're just gonna toss this. I'm not sure if it's good or not. So I made cookies yesterday on my day off, which it's funny because on my day off, it's not really a day off. And I'm sure most of you are like this, that you're like doing chores at home and stuff, and then like yesterday I had like 5 or 6 different texts from work of things that needed to be done that I could do from home. And that's what a salary employee does. So I got those done from home. No big deal. Good to go. Just gonna do my brows really quick. I always find it's harder for me to do my eyeshadow and like think it looks okay if I don't do my brows. I know, it seems silly, but it's how I work. Today's Roger's birthday. I already called him this morning. He's 44 today. It's like, it's crazy to think about that we've known each other for 18 years. Like, sometimes it doesn't seem like that long, and sometimes it seems like forever, like he's always been there. My mom she still, you know, loves Roger, and I mean, we all do. My whole family does. My nephews love him, and he's just a really good guy, and it just didn't work between us. Who cares? Like, not a big deal. And she sent him a birthday card, and he sent her the sweetest message back on Facebook thanking her for it, and it just touches my heart that my mom still, you know, reaches out to him, because, you know, Roger lost his mom a couple years ago, and it's good that they have a good relationship still. So I'm going to put that Peer Pressure all over my lid. It's slightly shimmery, which makes it really pretty. Relax, lady. See that slight shimmer? It's really beautiful. Oh, this color's nice. Pack on a little more color. Yeah, it's cute. Okay, I'm gonna grab a blending brush. Kind of blend in that right into my crease. Ooh, that's pretty. I like it. All right. Really beautiful color impact in this palette. Like, these dark shades are super pigmented. Okay, let me show you these two especially. See that beautiful like shimmer that they have? It's just, oh, it's pretty. All right, so eyeshadow is done. Let's go in with the eyeliner. This makeup did stay on really well. The only thing that I had trouble with was a little bit of transfer on my bottom lid, and I'm pretty sure that happened because the day I wore all this, I took a nap. because it was a Sunday, and that's what we do. We do house chores and naps. I always have Sundays off. Always, but can't guarantee any other day. Like, normally I'm supposed to have Wednesdays off, but Wednesday was the first of the month, so I worked. I had Friday off this week. So I worked 4 days, had a day off, work 1 day, have 2 days off, work 4 days, have 2 days off. Then I'm gonna work 2 days, have a day off, work 3 days. It's just how it goes. Oh no. Week after next week, I have to work Monday through Thursday open, and then a full day on Saturday because one of the other girls is on vacation. So there's only 2 of us to cover. The one that had to give up her vacation is finally getting her vacation. So happy for her. All right, mascara is on. All we've got left is face products. So I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. Does anyone else sometimes wonder why they bother doing anything with the lower half of their face? Especially if you have to wear a mask all day at work. I'm like, why? Why waste the product? Like, why am I doing this? Oh. It's looking a little crusty on my under eyes, but we'll figure it out. So we've got the Blush Elixir. I'll work that into my skin. Maybe I should not have done my bronzer first. Maybe I should have done the cheeks first. Because powder on top, or liquid on top of powder is not a great combination. I like to put blush on my nose. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I think it looks cute. Alright, and finally highlighter. Again, I'm going to use my fingers because this is one of those like super soft highlights. I maybe don't even need it on my cheeks since that blush is a little bit like dewy. They just kind of blend in together. Ooh, it's really hitting the lights though. Like, that's nice. Take my pinky. Just do a little bit. Right there. Which turned into a lot of it. There we go. I'm not sure how I feel about the consistency of this highlighter, the buttery highlight. I'm just not used to it, but damn, that cheek makes me so glowy. And then we're just gonna use the Diamond Plumper for my lips today. Smells kind of like cupcakes. All right, so that's today's look. Ooh, there's definitely some minty in with that plumper. Try to pull down the baby hairs to try to cover my receding hairline. Oh man, that highlight's great. That liquid blush is actually really nice. I think though I would use it as a highlighter instead of a blush, because now my whole cheek is like highlighty. I don't know, it looks pretty though. Anyway, that's all for today. That's my like everyday go to work look, matching my shirt, even though I have to put on a different shirt because I can't wear a tank top to work, especially with no bra on. Gross. No one needs to see that. I don't even want to see that. All right, guys. That's day 2. Do we need a day 3? We might need a day 3. Although, no, I don't think we do. I don't think we need a day 3. I think let's go through the products. Okay, so let's start with our base, the 24 karat gold collagen moisturizer. I really like this. It leaves my skin feeling really nice and moisturized throughout the day. It doesn't seem to like dry me out at all, which it's a moisturizer, it's not supposed to, but some kind of do that. Like I feel like I have to keep putting it on and keep putting it on and keep putting it on, or it doesn't work. And so I've stopped using those. All right, this foundation and concealer, it's fine. As a foundation, I don't like the feel of it. It's a little bit thick for me. As a concealer, it seems to be working really well. It has a lot of coverage. It's a pretty good coverage. Does it say? Incredible creamy texture, melts into the skin. Long-wearing, weightless formula provides buildable, medium to full coverage. Okay, yeah, it's definitely medium to full. Using it as a concealer, I'm totally cool with it. I think it worked really well. I didn't have to put a color corrector underneath, which is nice, because that just adds another layer of like things to get into the wrinkles under my eyes, you know? This powder's okay. I felt like it dries out though. Like it dries my skin up. Even though I have moisturizer on, so sorry. Even though I have moisturizer on, like under my eyes, it's getting cakey. So I wish today that I hadn't put that on. Like I shouldn't have. Because I think the concealer would have been fine on its own. So this powder's probably not something that I'll use maybe ever again. This butter bronzer is my favorite. You can see I've hit pan on it. Like, yes. Show you something else I hit pan on that I'm upset about. My Essence Mosaic Blush. Sadness. This Dewy Blush Elixir I like as a highlighter. Or, I mean, it's not like my cheeks look terrible all highlighted and cute. Like, it's pretty cute. I would not mix it with any kind of powder on my skin. I would do the powder separately or leave that area for the blush. This highlighter, I think we just discussed that the texture's a little weird for me, but like it's not bad. It feels like moon sand almost. But, you know, it does a great freaking job. Like, this lip plumper, I like it. My lips aren't on fire, but I can like, it looks nice. It looks like a really nice gloss. I'm not mad at it. This Organic Wear Tinted Lip Treatment I liked as well. The only problem with it was that it bled really badly outside my lip lines, and that was like my biggest issue with it. This eyebrow pencil is fine. Nothing wrong with it, nothing spectacular about it. Same with the mascara. It does stay on all day. Like it hung in there. It was a little hard to get off, actually. But that's not a huge deal. Like, I have micellar water for things like that. Like, it's fine. But I mean, it does its job. It lifts and separates like a good bra should. I mean, a mascara. And then finally, this Butter Eyeshadow Tropical Days palette. I think it's a really nice mix of fun colors. I just showed you the blue and the purple. Let's do a few more swatches. It's a little bit powdery, but not extreme. Like, these three colors would make a really beautiful fall winter look. Well, mostly fall. I don't know why I said winter. Fall look. These three colors here would make a gorgeous fall look. So yeah, that is my full face of Physicians Formula. Do you guys have any Physicians Formula products that you use that you love? What did you think of this? I like the brand. Like, I have a few, like that butter bronzer I use all the time. I'm ready to buy a new one. It's on my wish list when I go shopping next. You know, it's one of those things that I'm going to replace. It's just an everyday makeup staple for me. So it's probably the best bronzer that I've found for me. It probably works the best for me. So yeah, that is full face of Physicians Formula. We only got 2 days in. That's okay though. Like, we didn't need that extra day. So yeah, I'm happy with today's look. I was happy with the look on last week. The last look. So yeah, that's it. It's been the longest outro ever. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!